Liquid 1 over C9, so they're advancing from the 3rd place. So basically, if C9 wins this, they go through in 2nd position. And if C9 loses this, they're out. That's all it comes down to. In fact, that's the same for both teams. So this is the deciding game. So it is confirmed. This is the game. You win this, you're into the playoffs, and you battle out for the lion's share of the $121,000 prize pool, and increasing. Let's check out our lanes, people, because it looks like they are going to do it. We've got VP moving as one to try and protect up their jungle for now, but we are going to see Pylai die as well as Sing Sing run this dual off lane, which means Bone7 goes towards the middle lane. I'm interested to see if Illidan's going to switch up his lanes too and then come in towards the mid. Or if they will, nah, God's built for the mid. He'll definitely stay there. Which means bottom lane, Eternal Envy, solo with Aoi in the jungle. And he'll be babysitting him out a little bit.
To battle.
So he'll be grabbing a creep, and the most important thing for Aoi is to find something like a Harpy in the very, very early levels so we can push Sergey, oh god, sorry. Again, I don't know why I call him Sergey, because it is his real name. I just got used to being in Kiev, and they, we'd always talk to him like Sergey, as opposed to God, which is, yeah, that's where it came from, people, if you're ever wondering why I call him Sergey and not just God.
The battle begins.
But we will be having, we're going to be looking for the Harpy, sorry, coming out from Aoi 2000. Something like that, or a Saturn. Just something to force him out of the lane. They might even try to give him some early advantage, push Venomancer there. As Illidan, actually they're going to switch this up. So we're actually going to have Clockwork up on the top lane, up against the dual lane. Morphling will then go up against a Venomancer, as well as a Doombringer. That's fine for a Morphling. I don't think Aoi's going to have any kind of major problems with this. Bone7's the other one that could have problems with this, but this is what you do as a Beastmaster. All you gotta do is just basically use your axes at the right times, get your bottle up and running as quickly as possible. He got the Star Shield because he realized he'll be going up against the Clinks. But this is just allowing him to, yeah, Pylai being a dick. This is just gonna allow him to find some easy farm. Not having to shut down Sergey's farm, but the most important thing is find level 6, don't let too many creeps get denied there in the middle lane, and from there try and win the lane. That's the primary thing. NS is, for some reason, battling up against his Mind Stealer. Well, we got Mana Burn. That's what it is. That's Chen's creep right there, Mana Burning out NS. He went Poison Sting at level 1, so he's not going to have a Gale anyway. But by Mana Burning out the Doombringer, like he's got Satyr regeneration, so he'll have life points, but we're not going to be seeing any kind of Scorched Earth being available to him anytime soon. And he won't be able to spam out his Devour and get that huge amount of gold coming in. So Sing Sing gets a lot of space as well. He's managed to get 7 for 6 up on this top lane. I don't know if that means he hasn't missed a single creep or not, but yeah, good right now. Oh, really? Really? Solo first blood on the bottom lane. That goes the way of Eternal Envy. Cloud9 couldn't have asked for a better start. Solo kill on a Morphling, and now we can zone out Illidan as well. So I'm not quite sure about these lanes. Clockwork would have been, well, he wouldn't have killed on the bottom lane. He could have played a little bit more passive. And then Doombringer farming up. And we already got Enigma inside the jungle, so he doesn't want any kind of interruption for himself. But you got Pylai die that's causing it. He's soaking up the experience, and he's trying to make sure these clarities can't easily trigger. Like, John's got one going now, which gets cancelled off by the Centaur. Pylai is not giving him space, and with the chilling touch too, Pylai die. This is the reason why I'm watching him. He needs 2 more hits and he'll be able to kill off Jottam just then. But he couldn't get them off. Now Chen, new creep to grab. So you'll be using this to try and push Illidan or NS out of the bottom lane. Gale is leveled up for NS, so Aoi's going to be careful about getting in a little bit too close. Goes with the Illusion Rune too. The Gale's just going to be thrown out, and then you're going to find the real one anyway. And the Gale's not going to dish out any damage, so it's very, very hard to detect it. Jottam's gone back to base. He's not even level 3 yet, and he's been zoned out. While up on top lane, Smartly is able to hide inside of his own cogs. Arrow still not fired there by Sing Sing, but leap in, and he misses the point blank range arrow. With the Starfall, I think that's still got enough damage. One more attack. There she flies, a quick salve, but then also
my traps.
Yeah, hitting in. Sing Sing's going to change his target. There we go. So the Clockwork now goes down the top lane. So the solo from VP dies. The support hero against the solo of C9 also dies. Rightly so, the gold graph will spike as well as the experience graph. And BO7's not really been shut down here in the mid. Like, he's 8-1 up against 21 for 6. Now, I'm not going to say he's doing great in CS, because that really does belong to Clinks. But he's found level 5. That's the most important thing for him. Hitting level 6 is the primary goal right now. Everything else can be repaired. That Doom taking out the Chen creep. Jotham's now going to have his soul ring, and they may be considering going on Pylite Eye. He's got the high ground though, so it's just one searing arrow to do the 98 damage. But BO7 finds his level 5 now, and Envy waveforms on cooldown, and NS gets the perfect rune. With the Poison Sting and the Gale on him as well. Lavi really has no movement speed to speak of, and that's why Aui's now rotated into the lane too. So he'll soak up the experience up against Illidan. Waste anything while up on top lane, Pylite die. Locked in with the clockwork. Again, no arrow, but they don't require it. So Smile will die for the second time up here on the top lane. Himself trapped inside of his own death of cogs. His own death, his own wall of cogs. 7 returns to mid. Quick axes, easy farm. I like how he did that too. It's a small little thing. No, I'm not just talking about, oh, he threw axes when he spawned, hey! But you keep the fountain regeneration going when you arrive, as long as you don't get attacked. So you're able to basically throw out the axes, but more importantly, you can actually use an extra bottle charge. So you guarantee yourself that you'll have your full mana when you get out. That's what he did. He threw the axes, triggered the bottle charge, and that made sure he was 100% mana. Came back into the lane. When that level 6 hits, I'd look for the rotation. AA is actually already here in the middle lane. The rotation they need though to get the kill. And NS gonna search for a Gale, and they've got to move Aoi in, Pylite Die in. BO7's gonna take a lot of damage to a Vortex just to slow him down for now. All he really needed to do, and buys in the space. Now he in fact has come in towards middle lane. BO7 just needs like one creep to die next to him, and he adds level 6. And with a Chen nuke and a Dark Troll trap, they have detection. Dust on Beastmaster. He just needs one creep to die. If he throws the axes straight away, it might force Sergei to a god to go invis. So that's why he's been a little bit more defensive about this, because Troll's still got to get himself in a perfect position. Wonderful artwork, Sing. That is a very disturbing image. I don't know what type of assist you've got in that thing, man, but you should be worried about that. So Aui's now going to move down, and they come in. Dust to pop, Roar's hit, perfect timing for level 6. The Chen nuke, though, is very minimal damage. That's why they need the Troll Trap, and then Pylite Eye gives the buff up the tap pitch.
Dire's middle tower
Really hit hard. Doombringer's going to come in as well. There's no balance, so he just takes out the Dark Troll the old-fashioned way. But Mirana Oldie is now up. They throw it in the Sentry Ward. They're searching for the kill on NS. Pylite Die, he's 1 hit away from death. And Doom, actually with a Scorched Earth, is able to get the kill. Eternal Envy now into the middle lane. Sentry Ward sees him quite clearly. They need some extra trap though. Waveform up. Not enough damage. He didn't get in front, so we couldn't lock him there. And Illidan, he could have turned and just triggered off the Doom. It wouldn't have got the kill, however, which is why he didn't want to use it. They waste some time of Eternal Envy, but they put Pylite Die now on the bottom lane up against the Enigma. He's trying to find his levels and control the lane down here. The Pylite Die will be fine with this. He's going to try and farm up as many of the conversions as possible. Get as much experience out of that lane as is humanly possible. Nice move by Sing Sing though, using that Moonlight Shadow. Really gave him a lot more space to move. Of course, they kept doing it underneath the Sentry Ward, so it wasn't really that great. And poor Ancient Apparition. There's only so much he could do when he's running past a Scorched Earth Doombringer, who's about to gank up Sing Sing. And Sing Sing phase boots into the tree line. Now Illidan, he'll see him lead, not in time. Phase boots obviously going to remain on cooldown, and the Gal will connect too. So Sing Sing, he'll die right now, but maybe he can pick up NS. He did that extra attack to kill off the Venomancer. Shame for them AA isn't level 6 yet, or else this NS will be dead.
Tower is under attack.
But he is not. And Morphlig's not looking for the kill. He already uses Replicate. God, waveform damage, and the axes
finally
fly out and they kill off the Clinks. And this instantly makes the death for Sing Sing worth it on the top lane. Yeah, it's still moving up. Every single trade is still NS. I love his confidence, but Cloud9 is approaching level 6 rather rapidly.
Dire's middle tower
Got to be
is
cautious
under
about
attack.
what he's doing. He'll end up losing his own life. Speaking of which,
It was not luck,
again,
but skill.
Sing Sing Arrow able to connect, and this time it's over on Smile. So this is what now, his third death? Yeah, his third death on this off lane. Or this safe lane for VP. And a feed kills over. I suppose it can be the same way for the Doombringer. He's managed to pick up 2 kills, but you're not going to see his net worth go through the roof. In fact, it's only 3.3k for a guy who's got 4 points up in Devour. That's really poor, actually. Same with the Clinks. He's at 2.6 because he's also got 2 deaths to his name. No kills in there. No massive momentum being gained on either the Doom or the Clinks for Virtus.Pro, and especially not the Clockwork. It's a basic stick and brown boot Clockwork. He's doing nothing. He's not even level 6. He needs to get the experience from 2 of these creeps right now if he wants to hit level 6, so then maybe he can start hook-shotting in.
Dire's top
And that's the
tower
reason why
is
he's just
under
sitting here
attack.
inside of smoke. There is an observer ward just around the corner, but he basically gets to walk past this line to be spotted. So right now, Cloud9 going to feel very confident. There's your level 6, there's your hook shot in. He doesn't have the AA ulti available. The cold feet will latch on Smile, but there's no TP support coming in. Maleficus was also used there by Jottam to ensure the kill. So that's a good kill for Clockwork. Finally, they get themselves on the board. As those 2 heroes in the bottom lane. Zone 7, DD Rune, level 8. The fact he's been able to have that extra transition in to make sure he wins the lane up against the Clinks
Dire's middle
has really
tower
been
is
worth
under
it. In fact,
attack.
Clinks has now just moved to the jungle. I think he just bought up gloves, so is that meant to be for... It should be his treads. No way he can go in for a hand of Midas right now. A little bit more
Radiant's
trouble right now for the
bottom
Clockwork.
tower is under
Waveform's
attack.
already been used, but look at that movement speed. Haste, and he stayed inside the cogs. One more attack from inside. Envy won't move, so he doesn't burn off any of his mana. And then back into the fight. Moving towards mid. Undead Army and a Centaur is in here. And this is also with 2 points up in the inner beast aura, so they attack hard and fast. Morphling though, I think he wants his farm on the conversions. Yeah, Waveform through him. He wants every single one of these guys if he can grab him. That's just free gold right there on the bottom lane, because the tier 1 tower was going to be taken anyway. He had 3 heroes committed to that, and he left a replicate behind too. So push out the bottom lane. One more Waveform over this creep wave to make sure it's got some momentum, and then jump in with the replicate. And they'll move up towards the top tier 1 tower. And this is at the same time, they just TP'd the Doombringer to the bottom lane. The replicate? No, actually let the replicate time out. That was the best plan because he could have completely dodged this attempted gank. Look at Hillerton. It's the Observer Ward. The Observer Ward saw him. This is the reason why this was never going to work against up against Eternal Envy. Because he was being watched the entire time. Now Owie just intercepts the creep wave, and then take the tier 1 tower up on the top. Cloud9 being so methodical. This is more like their game 1 play, where VP,
Radiant's
in their
middle
game 2
tower
play,
is
when
under
they had the
attack.
control, they weren't being pressured like this
Radiant
by
structures
C9.
are fortified.
And really, they
Radiant's
can't.
bottom tower
Like
is
Clockwork
under
jumps in,
attack.
he'll die almost instantly. Morphling, like you're gonna doom him up. Attack him a little bit, but Bone 7's going to come in as well. He's looking for a target to roar. He's going to do it on Smile. With the Chilling Touch damage, they've already got the kill. Now Morphling, he'll die at least. But up on top lane, the tier 2 tower's being pressured. NS will TP up here, but he's got no mana to really play around with. Doom, he might be able to devour one of these creeps, but getting Centaur stomped up means he's going nowhere. It's a Morphling kill, which is good. That was a 3 kill streak, which they actually took off him. No money because he bought the ultimate all before death. But it's still 2 heroes for the price of 1. And it's the Clinks and the Clockwork that went down for the price of the Morphling. At this stage of the game, I'd probably say that may actually be worth it for VP, because it's the best trade they could hope for. BN, and they saw Clinks go invis. This Observer Ward. That VP have got to get rid of this. Cloud9 could have actually fought this underneath this tower. Death Pact is not there for God just yet. He's going to use it on one of the big creeps, so at least now he's got the extra life points and damage. But it really is not smooth sailing here for VP. As far as those key items go, we've got a mech coming up in Enigma, but this is 13 minutes for an Enigma, who I can't say had free jungle time because the AA was being very, very offensive against him.
Radiant's top tower is under
The
attack.
drums phase boots on the Doombringer with an orb of venom. Is there something else on the courier? Yeah, there is. The best thing is Illidan had to have more money than that, so he's starting up a Shadow Blade. Really means it won't be long until we see a gem appearing over on C9. And then, like, Shadow Blade, you'll have to level death to start up on the Morphling, because Morphling's building into a Lincoln Sphere. I don't know how long it's going to take the Doombringer to find that remaining 1,400 gold. The Claymore. Well, it's going to take him too long. There's 3 Centaurs pushing at the bottom lane. 1 stun, and it'll ruin it all for one of these heroes. But the others will just come in and just tank it up for him.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I'll just beat down top of this
Dire's
tier 1 tower.
structures are fortified.
They might look for a trade up on the top. There's smoke from Jottam as well as Illidan. I don't think that was
Radiant's
intentional.
top tower
But they'll
is
try and go
under
for a
attack.
trade. But in this scenario,
Dire's bottom
C9,
tower
they
is
don't
under
have to lose a
attack.
tier 1 tower, so they can
Dire's
TP
bottom
back to
tower
defend. In
has
fact, the AOL has
fallen.
already been sent top. Fortification, not available.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Beastmaster was the guy that came up. With a Blink Dagger on him, he can go Blink into Aurora on Jottam.
Radiant's
Even then, that
middle
won't be enough
tower
damage.
is
Not
under
even
attack.
with Roar and Axes, it wouldn't be enough. They'd need like Eternal Envy to waveform into it on top of that. And Bone 7, he's in trouble. He's in a lot of trouble. Maleficent and Doom. In everything, while on the bottom lane, Smile's now going to go down. So it's off-laner for an off-laner. Clingus gets one, Morphling gets the other. It's going to speed up that
Dire's
perseverance for
bottom
Morphling
tower
too.
is under
When this
attack.
bottom tier 2 tower goes
Radiant's
down,
top tower
and they'll have
is
the money
under
for at least the
attack.
perseverance, but there is a trade-off. It's good searing arrows with a DD rune from the Clinks. The ADLD is flying top again,
Radiant's
and an
top
arrow
tower has fallen.
going to miss completely.
Dire's
Does get
bottom
hit by the
tower
AA ulti.
has fallen.
But it ends up just being a straight tower trade. Tier 1, tier 2, take a hero for a hero. Can't get much more of a trade than that. Second to replicate, there we go. It was the top lane for Envy. Now does he go in for the Manta style? There is the Orchid coming for Clinks, but it's still a while off. Just because of that really bad start. All those deaths to his name, it was just a really bad start. Hey, it's amazing how quickly too. It's Tranquil Boots into an Aghanim Scepter. They're just giving Parlay Dice so much space and farm. And he's going to come and watch this bottom rune. NS is down here as well. Actually, no match for this AA. A Vortex into an ulti with a Cold Feet. Die almost instantly. So 16 minutes and the rune spawns top is going to be a regeneration. As the cockerel doth crow. Smile's moving up, but Sing Sing very quick underfoot. Back into the middle lane. Back to his farming. Another 800 gold, and then we'll probably ask for nothing more from the rest of his team. He won't steal their farm anymore. While Envy with 2.6k gold. He hasn't bought the Perseverance yet, really makes me consider that we're looking at a different item. On the Lincoln Sphere. He could be also worried about having buyback available. That could be the other thing. With someone like a Chen behind you, like Aui's already got Mech and Hand of God available for his team. So there should be no way that Eternal Envy could die. He's going to have a crack here at Parlay Die. Hits him once and then straight to the Doom. Now TP support's going to come in here. The question is, can they catch him? Raw needs the vision, needs the vision. There goes your Raw. Arrow from Sing Sing will now fly down. That'll be at least 3, maybe 4 seconds. And with the waveform in, they take down Illidan. And the Doom doesn't kill Parlay Die. He's got an Ogre Club and a Point Booster. He's got more than enough life points to survive that. Doombringer starts pushing up the daisies, and this means this graph's going to start to, it starts to rise again in favor of Cloud9. And Cloud9 have the option now. They either push the tier 2 tower in the mid, or they consider
Radiant
Roshan.
structures are fortified.
Clockwork's still up. They probably wouldn't really want to go in for Roshan, especially with
Radiant's
Venomancer and throw
bottom
wards in
tower
as well.
has fallen.
They don't really have a vision advantage here in this game.
Dire's
But they
middle
throw the Mirana
tower is
ulti
under
off. This is
attack.
so Sing Sing can be on this bottom lane. I think he wants to kill off Smile.
Incoming!
The rocket flies out. Smile bumped into him for a moment. Now, Smile should have noticed that. Reeve delivers in the mana style from Mirana, and now he's going to see the clockwork. Starfall, a little bit of extra damage.
Fallen.
He's going to have to leap if he wants him, maybe. Oh, the creep wave! It's his own creep wave blocking him in. If Sing Sing only knew this. Go for the kill and I'll be like, wait, Clockwork was meant to be here. The timing was right for him to be here. The Smiler to stick around, and they got Leap and Starfall. TP out, the arrow, it saw him. The Starfall will hit. His body goes back, sends it to his parents. But he is in fact dead from the bottom lane Starfall. It still was able to connect. While the arrow didn't hit, it gave that extra bit of vision. Time to see Smile try and TP out that one. When Smile really just, he hit a wall. His own creep wall. What they're looking for. And top lane, Pilot Eye, spend your money now. Because Illidan's on the hunt for you. The sentry ward saw him coming. Now Illidan actually gets attacked while he's inside that Shadow Blade. They know what's going on. As we get ourselves a new replica made for the of the AA. It's taking some sweet ass time to get back to base. It's got no high movement speed, so they want to fight up on top lane. Chilling touch. Hey, ulti. Too short. Illidan's into invis already. If they had any kind of other reveal, Morphling doesn't have dust up on him, but he's got the Lincoln Sphere. So he's feeling very confident with himself, because he knows Illidan basically has to use something else to attack. Doesn't really have that much mana to start with. It's not as though we're going up against an EMP Tornado kind of combination of the Invoker, but it's the fact that his abilities just cost him so much. Even the mana burn ability he stole. You want to take 50 mana out of a 600 mana pool? Walk up the mid now. Nah, there goes the ping. That's Sing Sing's ping to Roshan. Normally the way they do this though, Sing Sing has to back up to let the arrow rip, which means pushing out the middle lane. They let him go in, and then the arrow goes. On the high ground, yeah, back it up. He's have to do it from down here instead, and then arrow that direction. Waiting. Maybe they don't even need the arrow. They've still got these Centaurs tanking on the front lines, and they want to use the arrow to scan out if VP's coming in. So just having that arrow on cooldown is not really a great thing. Enigma, no Blink Dagger. No, he's building BKB to start with, which is surprising. He really had to go balls deep with this. The Venomous Ward goes down, there's the Axis. NS gets the ulti off, but it's only on 2 heroes. And Sing Sing with the Starfall and the AA ulti connecting. Means Venomous goes down, and Roshan all gunked up at the moment. There's still a Plague Ward in here causing some issues, but the Aegis model is picked up by the Morphling. It didn't know the Plague Ward was just going spastic inside the pit, so it's it's like, which way do we go? Which way do I go? Which way do I go? Just hit the, it didn't go for the Aegis model. Indecision is what it had. An indecision. Eternal Envy now is feeling so confident. Jam up on top of him, so he even sees God walking in. He doesn't have burst damage, but they know they can't kill him, which is the more important thing to him, I think, right now. They might rotate up towards the top lane at the moment. The Replica's still, like, it's a waveform to jump out to the Replicas is what you can do. So yeah, waveform out to the Replica, did the damage to NS, but just evaporates. Highlight Die is just going to be with him the entire way now. With the gem, he's going to stay in close anyway, or else Sergey with this Orca could just start finding pick-off after pick-off. They try and stay with someone who has detection, even though Sing Sing as well as now we don't have that. If he does show himself, they still have an army where 2 trolls, 1 troll as well as 2 centaurs. There's very little that we're facing C9. In fact, C9 right now should really be looking to go high ground. Like take the tier 2 tower and bring VP back north. If they keep staying like split, then VP will still keep finding farm. And this Doombringer will eventually catch up. I'm gonna say Devour's gonna take the greatest item to help him do this, but it'll help. It will get him there eventually. If he can still keep coming out of his base like he is. Like God's farming up the middle lane. You got Illidan pushing out the bottom lane. The AOD will connect here. And Beastmaster, if he wanted to, could roar and then they fight with the TP. But he's trying to keep them distracted. But he's got the Undead army pushing through the top. Now, Tops actually do very little. They burn a couple of the creeps off. But the damage they wanted to dish out here has been done. This wasn't a push to take out the tower. This was a push to bring VP up. That's what it was right there. Nothing more. Go back to their farming. You see Envy now getting to a point where he'll have damage shortly. So 3.2k gold up on him. And he could just buy the E-Blade. Sing. Even with the Shadow Blade up. If that arrow connected, it would have been a very, very quick regeneration rune into the Star Ball and try and finish the job. Hey, Ulti also is not giving VP a moment of rest. Now he keeps the top lane pressured out with just his creep army while he gets to fall back. They leave aggressive warding, something we didn't. I mean, Dirk and I were noticing it during the last game. There was no warding like this. There was no like control over the map. There was no vision to know where VP were moving. This is one of the most important things. Now they see God taking out one of the centaurs of Chen. Realized VP was on the hunt inside their own jungle. Doombringer now. Oh, we get to add a new one to the mix. We're going to go for a Basher. He's hoping he'll trigger out that Lincoln Sphere at one point or get a lot of control, but yeah, I don't think he's really got another choice. He needs the Abyssal fully. And he may be able to control the Mirana. As Mirana doesn't even care. She knows BKB is not much of a point because Clockwork as well as Enigma will control her if she goes into the BKB. So it's just better to go all out damage. So Manta, Maelstrom. Going for a Chrysalis if he doesn't want to finish the Mjolnir straight away. Envy's is hovering on this bottom lane. Illidan, the smoke breaks, and that should be called. But at the same time, Bone 7, blink up, there's your roar. Aeolic straight behind it. Arrow, follow up. Follows the lightning coming out from Mirana, ensuring the kill on the Clinks. And this now means that the tower, which they injured before, I'm not saying actually they can't go for the tower they injured before. They have to go straight up the middle lane and do it all over again. Morphling almost has enough money for his, actually no, he has it. I take it back. Enough money for his E-Blade. Should fly out in the courier. High boost of agility already just pushing in. And with a chilling touch on him, he's being sent back to pick it up. And then we'll jump back to this replicate. Just a little bit further north. He's just looking to bait out. And they know what it is, and they can see NS. That's why he wants to jump to it. E-Blade, waveform, boom! The arrow was never even able to connect. So Venomenter ulti no longer a factor in this fight. Doombringer's going to try and run in through the rear. But there's also no roar coming out from the Beastmaster. Fortification is definitely making C9 be a little bit more cautious about this. And then watching the tree line very, very closely. But Mirana's still doing the job with Eternal Envy. Like, they're attacking the range racks. They realize this is the easier one to bring down.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
Captain Strike just harass, but E-Blade's off cooldown in 1 second time. And they've still got the Aegis the Immortal. What VP don't have is a team. And GG, they can't stop that. They even got the Roar back off cooldown. They have the E-Blade to work with. VNS comes out for one last speed.
Punishment for your sins.
It's going to be GG, and C9 will advance themselves through with Team Liquid and Na'Vi through Group 2 of the D2CL. They join Team Empire, who's already ensured their semi-final position.
Is under attack. Dire's middle tower.
They will also join
fallen.
Alliance. I say they should join Alliance. These last 2 games that are coming up between Sigma Fnatic and Alliance Roskis could really change up a lot. We could see him leveled up. We could see a lot of teams leveled up. We have another 3-way tie of 2-all. Hey! There's your hole! There's your hole! There's also your Mirana sitting outside just attacking it. One last good thing. He calls the GG, so at least the timer is ticking down now. Yeah, but for all those details for the tournament, head yourself over to the D2CL.org website. It'll give you all the information you want. I know I promised you 2 more codes as well. I'm going to put the 3rd one over on my Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Toby1Dota. And the second code, if you're quick on the buttons, you'll be heading yourself over to Dota2Lounge.com.